Well, YouTube. How the hell you all doing today? Man, today I was actually a little bit of break in some work, and I decided I would finally take and tackle the task of naming five of my most favorite or important, I believe is the word, comics in my collection. And I was nominated by Cat Fan, the Comics Man. And guys, I gotta tell you, Cat, I just, man, you scared me with that laugh. Let's first say that. The laugh at the end, pretty damn evil. But secondly, man, I can't come up with five freaking comics. There ain't no freaking way, because there's way too many of them that mean so much to me. But I'm going to do my best to kind of group it in fives and then just go from there. So here we go, guys. So this first comic actually is the first comic I ever bought, actually. This is actually Weapons of Mass Destruction #1. And as a gentleman who really, within the past, 5 years, whatever, when this came out, I actually had never read a comic per se. I walked into a comic shop scared shitless because I'm like, they're going to think I'm an idiot. They're going to, I don't know what to do in here. Oh my Lord. What do I do? What do I do? But I wanted to read comics. And I showed up and there was a gentleman at my local comic shop, Jay's Comics. Hi guys. Gentleman named Daniel, who still works there, actually recommended WMD1 because he knew coming down the pipe was going to be Weapon H. And the big thing about this was I really was like fascinated with this comic. I really get dug in. This was the first comic I ever bought, but it's also the first series that I had to do like to completion, everything. It was my first foray down the rabbit hole of being a completionist. Was getting all of this stuff. I mean, so much so that I got the last time, but then I also had to go out. Oh, I got to buy Exiles, and all the Exile characters, they all have the claws on them from, Oh, but let's not forget about Battle World, where you see a Weapon H type of Hulk in the background there with the Wolverine claws as he's, dude, I fell deep. So this is actually not that one. This is actually my first comic and one of the most important comics to me because it really got me into collecting comics. So thank you, Daniel, for getting me down that rabbit hole. The second one that I really dug in deep on, and I just loved the series. I just loved it. It was a different comic than what I was used to. I'm used to superheroes, the Spider-Mans and things like that. And I was picking up Batman and Spider-Man and things of that nature. But this was my first comic I ever bought that was a superhero comic, but more of an independent. And that would be Oblivion Song. And I gotta tell you, this story is just, I loved it. I loved it. I love the artwork. I love the actual story of it. Another one where I just had to collect it all. I've had like 6 or 7 of these things. The first time I went and got CGC slabs, I sent like 4 of these into CGC slabs to get done. I only have this one left because I've given them all away. But at least I've got this one, and I really do like it. And this is one of the pink, signatures at the bottom. You can't really see it because my camera's not set properly, but whatever. But actually, it is one of my favorite stories, and it was one of my favorite independent stories and non-superhero, mainline superhero comic type of books. And this is what turned me on to the fact that comics could be more than just superheroes. It's more than Batman, Superman, Spider-Man, right? So, and Hulk. Speaking of Hulk, one of my next comics that I really loved, and God, I'm so going over 5, dudes. I'm going over 5, but here we go. It's going to be Immortal Hulk, definitely. And this one, I was fortunate enough to get Alex Ross to sign this thing, and which I was really fortunate to get. But this is actually one of my favorite series as well, the Immortal Hulk. First time I ever read a non-Weapon H Hulk, but which is funny because I've got like no other real Hulks around here other than this one and that, and I started collecting some of the regular Hulk. Only because DJ Lynx was collecting them, and I'm like, oh, yeah, I should start collecting some of those, and there's way too many, man. So anyway, but another fantastic series that I did. So what's that? 3? We'll say that's 3, right? Next one, let me kind of go through. We'll just do this here. This is my first cover buy. This was the first comic I bought because I didn't really know the character. I mean, new to collecting comics. But when I seen this cover, I was fell in love. That right there, guys. That right there. Just a beautiful, beautiful cover. Seen that, and I was like, all right, this is the bad rabbit hole to be falling down again. Another one of cover buys. And this is it, man. This is what got me into starting to buy covers, just because I loved the artwork on this thing. So just a beautiful, beautiful back row cover. And I'm so glad that I have that in my collection, and I was, able to pick that one up. Just, 2 others. I'll just do these. I'll just do these 2. Sorry. Fell down on the floor. I'll just do these 2. One of the other ones, and another series that I really got deep into, happened to be Batman Dark Knight's Metal, and I was really fortunate enough to get this one that's actually signed by it's signed by Neil Adams. It's a 50 of 100 that he had signed, and I'm just really honored to have this one. So honorable mention, this one, and then another one that I actually really love, just because my dad and I he used to really like this character, and I used to watch it as a kid growing up, and I had to get it, was Shazam. So it's just one of those characters that I really resonated with as a kid growing up, and always wanted to be, Billy, like, so anyway, that was just as a kid growing up. That's what I really liked. I liked watching that show. But to get back to the actual, my most important comics, these last 2 comics could be kind of lumped up into the same group. These comics actually mean the most to me just because of what they represent, and these represent friendship. These represent, when the times get tough and life gets bad, and you decide you're gonna delete your entire channel and you blow it away, and you come back, with your tail between your legs, and you're sitting there thinking, okay, everyone's gonna hate me and everything, and then you get welcomed by guys like DJ Lynx, who has this exclusive cover for Dead End, and I've got this nice little signature on this thing, and just a wonderful guy. So I really, this one holds this, above everyone else. This one and the next one I'm going to show you are the 2 most important comics in my collection, beyond the things that got me started, and it has to do with the people that presented them to me and gave them to me. And the next one actually really is Nick's Kicks and Comics, man. This one really hits me hard. Just one of those guys that just does anything and everything for everybody. I mean, he's just really a very nice guy. Goes above and beyond. He recently said he didn't know what his talent was on his recent show. And for me, his talent is being genuine, and his talent is being just a nice guy in general. I mean, just really is. And, he could be he could be a dick, he could be an ass, he could, be mad at you, he could be whatever. But you know what? He's going to be genuine about it. If he doesn't like something you're doing, he's going to let you know, he's not going to hold back. But more importantly, he's very respectful of other people. And dude, I know I dropped off the face of the earth and all that, and you guys all reached out to me, and I was in a bad way, and I decided, you know what? But I'm so glad that at least you've accepted me somewhat in the community again, and it means the world to me, guys. It really does. So anyway, Mr. Cat Fan Comics Man, that is my picks. I guess that's it. I'm not really good at, picking other people to do this. So if anybody wants to do this, by all means, go for it. But as Captain Man would say, catch you on the flip. Over and out. Bye, everyone. Have a good one.